Tonight's game is presented to you in parts by the Frankfort Eagles, Post 976, they are people helping people. By Day and Ginda Funeral Home, proud supporters of high school athletics in Clinton and Carroll County. By the healthy communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice.
By Fiberhawk, fast, affordable Fiberhawk.
By the Farmers Bank, where you don't have to be a farmer to be a farmer. Let's grow. By the Willow Creek Barn, providing a picturesque setting for the barn wedding of your dreams. And by Tornado Roofing, specializing in residential and commercial roofing and repair.
Like, how you so cool, how you so fly, how you so fresh, you ain't even gotta try. Y'all pump fake and I ain't even gotta lie. Hit 'em with the hits, game winner switch in.
Good evening and welcome to world-famous Case Arena in Frankfort, Indiana, where tonight it's the regular season finale for the Class 2A Delphi Oracles and senior night for the Class 3A and home Frankfort Hot Dogs. Welcome in to the pregame show presented by Healthy Communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. My name is Rick Johnson, joined by my broadcast partner Michael Watson. Coach, this is a time of year everyone gets a lot of emotions. Senior night for Frankfort and then sectional start up on Tuesday.
Yeah, great time of year if you're a basketball fan. Senior night, Frankfort hopes to build off that momentum and keep going with that emotion tonight. And both teams, are wanting to focus on this game, but with you already knowing who the sectional opponent is, you start to think about that a little bit and wonder if maybe if one team gets a big lead, if they play really vanilla and not want to show all their plays to the for the film for their sectional opponents.
Rebuilding year for Frankfort under first-year head coach Jake Nerney as we get into the ISC Sports Network keys to victory. He said the good thing about tonight is Delphi really mirrors their sectional opponent coming up next week in Danville. What are they going to try to accomplish here this evening?
Well, Frankfort needs to really take care of the basketball. Delphi is going to want to put some pressure on them, so they want to take care of the basketball. You want to get a shot every time, not give those live ball turnovers. Lots of motion for them, so they want to execute their screens and get each other open. And then at the end, Delphi averages quite a few offensive rebounds a game, so the defensive rebound is a piece that Coach Nerney really talked about today when we spoke to him on the phone.
On the other side for Delphi, led by their first-year head coach, Dr. Chad Pulver, comes over after spending a considerable amount of time at Rensselaer Central. He says they got out-toughed and out-physical the last time out when they dropped the game to Twin Lakes. As we get a look at our players to watch tonight. First up, Walker Jones trying to find his scoring here once again for the Oracles. Comes in averaging just over 12 per game, was limited to just 5 in the loss to Twin Lakes last time out.
Yeah, both really solid players, wanting to lead their teams and wanting to go in with a momentum tonight. Actually, Lucas Wagner, one of our players to watch, will not start tonight because of senior night. The Hot Dogs have 5 seniors that they'll start, but look for Lucas to get in early in the game to start getting some of that scoring going for the Hot Dogs.
Players of the game brought to you by Tornado Roofing. Just like our players to watch tonight specialize in their craft, so do the professionals at Tornado Roofing. For more info, visit tornadoroof.com. So I mentioned it off the top there. Jake Nerney, head coach at Frankfort, told us he really likes this matchup, regular season finale. Then you get a couple of days to focus on Danville, who they'll play in the first round of sectionals here at Case Arena. How good is that from a coaching standpoint, seeing a similar team here tonight to get you ready for sectionals next week?
Well, it's always great, the opposite where you had one slow-down team that played zone and then you had to only maybe 2 days to get ready, plus your sectional practice in there to get ready for a different opponent. It certainly cuts down on the coach's prep if you have two similar teams. And maybe tonight you can see a little bit how they're going to do to get ready for the sectional opponent as well.
For Delphi, they come in 14-8. They had won 5 games in a row before dropping a game last Saturday to Twin Lakes, where their head coach, Dr. Chad Pulver, like we talked about a little bit ago, really said they just got out-physical from the beginning. He really pointed to the fact that Twin Lakes was playing their 3rd game of that week. They seem to be ready to go. Just the one game there for Delphi. How do they bounce back here trying to build some momentum? Well, they got to go on a long trip to North Montgomery for their sectional next week.
Yeah, and anytime you don't want to get out-toughed or out-hustled, you can accept if somebody got hot from the three-point line and you lost the game or just got out-executed, but no coach ever wants to be out-toughed or out-hustled. So I'm sure that Coach Pulver worked on that in practice, and we'll see if they can come out with some energy as well.
Last time these two teams met was a season ago, a little bit past a year to the date. Delphi won 72-68 in the regular season finale for both teams back on their home floor. But this all-time series dating back to past 40 years has been dominated by Frankfort. They're 18-4 against Delphi, and they had won 7 in a row before that game in the loss last year. The one caveat, the two teams didn't play between February of 1999 after that last game played, didn't play again until February of 2012. That's a span of almost 13 years or 4,737 days for those of you keeping track of that at home. Final game of the regular season, Delphi 14-8 and Frankfort 2-20. They're trying to finish the season on a high note before both teams start sectional play next week. It's senior night for the Hot Dogs, and we'll meet their senior starters and the Delphi starters when we come back here from Case Arena. You're watching high school basketball on Hot Dog TV and the ISC Sports Network.
At Day and Genda Funeral Home, we embrace change while staying true to timeless values. Our commitment to putting families first remains steadfast. With up-to-date practices and unwavering compassion, we offer the highest quality of service for your loved ones. Trust to serve your family with a classic commitment in modern times. Day and Genda Funeral Home, putting family first.
Welcome to the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. From the moment you arrive on the property, you'll notice every detail is finely crafted to provide you with the dream wedding you've always dreamt about. From carriage and trolley rides to breathtaking aerial views via our hot air balloon, the Willow Creek Barn offers unforgettable moments that will last you a lifetime. For more information about our packages and availability, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. FiberHawk partners with local companies by providing business class internet, phone, TV, and customized bundles to meet your needs. Our fiber-powered system delivers reliable speed with enhanced security. Running a business is tough. Contact FiberHawk today and let our expert team give you a hand.
At Tornado Roofing, we provide a complete range of services defined by quality, innovation, and expertise. We offer free estimates, have financing available, and handle insurance claims. Tornado Roofing is more than a name. It's a family-owned and operated business known for its committed customer service and expectation of going beyond our clients' needs. Our work is backed by a customer satisfaction guarantee to provide you with peace of mind. For more information, visit tornadoroof.com or call 670-6440. At Tornado Roofing, we believe in putting a strong roof over your head.
Back at Case Arena, senior night tonight for the Frankfort Hot Dogs as they welcome in the Delphi Oracles to the planks here in Frankfort tonight. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. They're brought to you by the fine folks at Ardente Dental. Healthy smiles start here. First up for Delphi, number 058 senior Josh Hartley. He leads the team in assists and steals. Their second leading scorer on the year gets to start in the backcourt. That's number 3 Walker Jones. He's averaging just a tick over 12 per ball game. He also scored his 1,000th career point earlier this season. Zane Tessier, 6-foot sophomore, wears number 4 in goal tonight, 3rd in points, 3rd in rebounds. Keegan Watts is a 5'11 senior guard. He wears number 11, and 2nd in rebounds and 2nd in blocks. For the Oracles, rounding out their starting 5 is number 13, Braden Gleason. He's a 6'3 senior. They're led by first-year head coach Dr. Chad Pulver after coming over from Rensselaer Central during last spring. As the Oracles just finished getting introduced to their fans here, 14-8 on the year, 5-4 on the road are the Oracles as the lights go out on senior night here for Frankfort. Here is how the Hot Dogs will start tonight. An all-5 senior starting lineup for first-year head coach Jake Nerney. Senior guard R.J. Kornman, 6'3", 4th in points, 3rd in rebounds. He wears number 1. Luke Beardsley, 6'2", from the front court spot. He's averaging 2 points and 4 rebounds, but coming off of his season-high 9 points last time out. Isaac Adams wears number 44. He's the big man in the middle, 6'4" senior, 5th in points, but the team leader in rebounds at almost 5 per game. And rounding out the starting lineup tonight, 2 of the other seniors for Frankfort. Number 24, Jackson Woods. He's 5'11". Last played basketball as a freshman before coming back this year for his senior year. And in the backcourt is number 30, Gabe Montalvo, 5'9". He plays in his 21st game of the season. Our officials tonight are sponsored by Day and Genda Funeral Home. They are Nick Maricus, Luke Deering, and Charles Russell. So one final dress rehearsal for Delphi and Frankfort before the games really start to count. Coming up on Tuesday with sectional play where both teams will be in action. Delphi gets the Stars of Western Boone, who they beat in a thrilling overtime game a couple games back, and Frankfort will get another rematch with Danville. That comes up on this floor on Tuesday. Partner ready to go to put a cap on the regular season.
Excited, just a great facility, excited to be up here and looking for a great game.
It'll be Braden Gleason the jump against Luke Beardsley. And we're off and running here from Case Arena as Frankfort wins the opening tip. They're in white here on the opening possession of quarter number 1. Man-to-man look for Delphi as Adams tries to work his way in. Spun away from the help defense. Short shot doesn't go. Woods, though, to clean up the miss. Kornman thought about a long 3. Has struggled from there over this campaign. Kornman calling out the plays. You see him tapping his head. Gets the pick from Woods to Montalvo. Fumbled on the catch, but still got that 3 to go. Just a little bit off target, and it's snatched away by Delphi. Oracles quickly push it up the floor with Gleason able to gather in the off-target pass. Watts back outside to Hartley.
Both teams come out in the man-to-man with Delphi looking to push the pace a little bit more than Frankfort.
Tessier outside to Watts. Lefty drive got him into the paint. Pass into traffic. Snatching it away from trouble was Gleason. And Delphi's on the board to start.
Nice interior pass there to start off the game 2-0.
A little bit of pressure in the backcourt there from Walker Jones as he watches Kornman's every move. Kornman set the screen. Wants it back here in the bottom of the screen. Montalvo with Hartley watching his steps as Montalvo picks it up. Beardsley way outside the arc. Frankfort trying to take some air out of it here on their second possession. Adams using that size. Couldn't get all the way in from the arc. Outside for a 3 by Kornman that glances off the rim. Watts quickly up the floor. Open for a moment was Tessier. Still thinking about that 3.
Going to let Tessier shoot out there. We'll continue to watch that to see if he gets one in rhythm and go ahead and shoots it.
Doesn't take a lot of them, but has been effective this season when he's had the opportunity. He had 12 in that loss to Twin Lakes last week. He was the only Delphi player in double figures. Has it here and gives it up to Hartley. Couple off-ball cuts, gets Watts free. And he traveled underneath the paint going against the taller Kornman.
Good ball movement, though, but it's almost like they waited for a while, and then, boom, they have that motion offense, those tight cuts, and really had a good pace there. So we'll continue to watch that.
Top 2 scores for each team come into the ball game right now. That's number 12, Lucas Wagoner in white for Frankfort. He's also joined out there by Jack Michael. And the top scorer for Delphi is number 2, Caden McAtee, as he comes in off the bench here for Delphi. Michael, the team leader in assists for Frankfort, back at his normal point guard spot with Montalvo and Woods exiting after starting here on senior night. Step back, Kornman got a little bit of space, and he bangs in a triple. Delphi quickly up the floor, pass deflected, and Wagoner there to intercept.
Kornman not bashful at all. Already has 2 3-point shot attempts tonight. Looking for another here.
Wagoner almost stepped out of bounds with his heels at the bottom of the screen and misses a 3-point shot long. Hartley tight ropes the baseline, pitching out to McAtee. He tries a triple, and it's rebounded by Luke Beardsley. We will see younger brother Charlie at some point tonight, and right on cue, 3 and white explodes off the bench, and then sashaying in is Jack Michael, and a picture-perfect start for the Dogs.
They're trying to keep that momentum going off that senior night. Even though they have sub, they're still trying to keep that emotion high and have an upset tonight against Delphi.
Wagoner poking at it. Last touch by the Dogs. As Beardsley comes in. Levi Coghill and Calden Pulver wearing number 33 in gold tonight coming in here for Delphi. They trail by 3, trying to stop this 5-0 run by Delphi, and Euro stepping through the lane was Zane Tessier.
Always want to put pressure on the rim, penetrate until the defense stops you. Nobody stopped Tessier, laid it in for 2.
Kornman directing traffic, entry pass into Adams, trying to go against the smaller Tessier, lost his footing, And it's a travel against Adams as Tessier pulled the chair back.
Good no call there. I think that was just some incidental contact. Travel on the big fella.
Halfway home here in quarter number 1. Frankfort trying to snap a 10-game losing streak here at home that dates back to the end of last season. Coghill off the bench against Wagoner. Backdoor cut, threw it a little bit too far in front of Jones, and Frankfort there to intercept. They fling it up the floor here to Jack Michael. In and out, blows right by Pulver, but then just missed the finish. Jones waiting for reinforcements. Delphi's pass has been a little bit off target here so far tonight. Tessier, kick out, Coghill. 3-point shot short, Pulver there. Couldn't get the miss as it rattled halfway down and out.
Tight rims on both ends tonight.
Pulver coming off one of his better games of the year. Missed the first part of the season after breaking his right hand. Dancing into the lane, Kornman. Runner doesn't drop. And a quick one and done here for Frankfort as Delphi once again tries to regain the lead, down by 1. Tessier outside the arc. Crossing back to his dominant right hand. Got into the body of Beardsley and puts it in off the window.
It's aggressive early there against that spread. He's going to, another bucket, he's going to have his average already here early in the first quarter.
They scored the last 4 in a row. Michael trying to answer, and he got hacked. Foul on Calden Pulver, his first. Tonight's game is brought to you by Frankfort Eagles number 976, serving the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, Frankfort Eagles offers something for everyone. For more information on who they are and what they do, visit f.o.e.com or stop by Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street in Frankfort. Weston Brown enters the game for Delphi. And Michael able to knock down both. Frankfort back in front, as Michael's been a nice spark off the bench here this evening. Taryn Emery now in for Frankfort, as Pulver puts it in on the other end here for the Oracles. Normally wears number 32, donning number 33 here tonight. He defends Adams out on the edge. Contested 3, Wagoner. A little bit off target there, but good offensive board from Adams. Goes right back to Pulver. Double team kick out. Wagoner tries again. His shot recycled by Jones. And Jones gets fouled on the take there. Wagoner, 2 good looks there from 3. The second one, though, had a hand that sent it going the other way.
Down there on the offensive end for Delphi, we'll have to watch this. They really worked hard to front the post there with Pulver, and they were kind of lob it up. There was no help side there. We'll see if they continue to fight around in the post or if they maybe become a little bit more conservative on how they're defending the post.
30-second timeout here for Frankfort. Tonight's game is brought to you by Day and Genda Funeral Home with locations in Frankfort, Flora, Mulberry, and Rossville. The compassionate and experienced staff at Day and Genda Funeral Home are dedicated to providing a loving and genuine environment for you to honor your loved one. For more information on our services and community involvement, please visit dayandgenda.com. Day and Genda Funeral Homes, where we put family first. Back and forth opening quarter with about 2 and change left to go here in the first. Frankfort scored those 5 points in a row, Michael. They led 5-2, and then now it seems like Delphi has kind of found their rhythm a little bit with some of the guys coming in off the bench.
Yeah, they've stabilized a little bit. They bring their leading scorer off the bench, but in Frankfurt's view here, I think you got to feel pretty good about this start. They haven't turned the ball over early. They've got shots each time and staying close here in this game.
Pulver can't find it from the free throw line. And Frankfort with an opportunity to get back in front. Michael dribbled the ball off of his knee. Pulver and Delphi wanted the timeout. They couldn't get it. They didn't have possession. Still works out to their advantage as they work it up to Jones for the fast break lay-in.
Well, there's a free throw jinx by broadcasters. I don't know if there's a turnover jinx or not, but I just jinxed them for them to give a turnover there after they've been taking care of the ball pretty well.
Michael able to get into the paint again. Floater doesn't count, but he got fouled once again. Nice take again by Foreign White.
He's got a quick first step, Jake Michael, and is definitely their floor leader with the ball in his hands, putting pressure on the rim. Got to the free throw line here twice already in the first quarter.
Michael, 5 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists in the loss to the Berries of Logansport on Saturday. Woods back in here for the Dogs. And Michael unable to get either to go here. Fighting for it as Woods dives on the floor. Delphi again looking for a timeout with pressure coming there, but they're able to break free and keep the ball in their favor. McAtee, swish from the corner.
Good looking shot there from the corner. Feet were set. Plenty of arch under the ball. Nothing but net for the three.
McAtee, leading scorer, one of their top 3-point shooters as well. That's his 44th made triple of the year. Averages almost 2 per game. C. Beardsley, wrap pass, catch and shoot 3, trying to answer unsuccessfully. Emery. And then Jones almost has that one slip off his hands like we saw Jack Michael have for Frankfort a few moments ago. 6-point lead for the Oracles, their biggest here of the night, trying to add to it and doing so with a nice runner off the high window, McAtee. A 7-0 run for the visiting Oracles. As a double-team trap comes, a little bit late was Brown. Beardsley, banker, criminally spins off the rim and out. Brown gathered in the miss. Nobody gets back on Pulver. Nice head fake by the big fella, and the junior puts it in for a second field goal.
Nice job running to the rim, right to the front of the rim. You don't pick a side, right to the front of the rim. The guards did a nice job finding the big fella under the bucket.
Michael kick, Wagner, too strong off the rim, up and over the hoop. And Delphi with an opportunity here to hold for the final shot as we've got subs coming in fast succession from both sides. Wagner now 0 of 4 from 3-point distance, but he's just been a hair or so off from getting that first one to drop. Delphi can hold for the final shot. They lead by 10. Tessier. McAtee back to the weak side, fumbling with it, falling down. And Montalvo able to make life difficult for Weston Brown, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. Big run to close. A 9-0 run for Delphi. They lead by 10 after 1 here on Hot Dog TV and the ISC Sports Network.
Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Tornado Roofing. If you need quality work from a qualified company, then look no further than Tornado Roofing. We offer free estimates, financing, and even handle insurance claims. Give us a call at 765-670-6440 or visit tornadoroof.com for more information. And we're also brought to you by Ardente Dental. Ardente Dental offers high-tech dentistry with a personal touch. Whether you're a brand new patient or have been with us for years, we're here to serve you. Give us a call at 765-654-7222 or visit us online at ardentedental.com. Ardente Dental, we bring smiles to life. Regular season finale for Delphi and Frankfort. It was the Oracles of Delphi that closed the first quarter on that 9-0 run. What led to that success?
Delphi just running to the rim, getting some shots at the basket, and really Frankfort's inability to score here. They need a stop and a bucket in the worst way here. Talked about the good start there and how they probably felt pretty good, but they need a basket here in the worst way. They have the right guys taking the shots. They just can't get one down.
Delphi starts with the ball here to start the second. This is Jones. Off balance, can't get the leaner to go, and Cornman is in a nice opening part of this game, gets their defensive rebound. Had a 3 in the opening stanza. Emery defended all the way out near midcourt by McAtee. Frankfort playing a lot of 5 out here. Cornman trying to use his size, kicks. Adams, the big fella, for a corner 3, too much. But Montalvo dashes in to get the miss. Luke Beardsley.
Been impressed by the defensive here of Delphi. They're really moving their feet well, getting some point. And these are the turnovers that Coach Nerney was talking about, right? You're valuing the basketball the first 4 minutes of the game. Water finding its level a little bit here, and they're struggling to handle the ball against Delphi's pressure.
Tessier up now up to 6 after the steal and breakaway layup. Cornman attacks, off balance, hit it off the bottom of the rim, and then he'll get whistled for the foul, trying to get the ball back. Brought that right hand up and got Braden Gleason on the underarm.
Set play here from Coach Pulver. We'll see what they got. Maybe something of a drive for McAtee. It's becoming a screener, though, first.
Wanted to catch and shoot. Instead, it goes down the right side of the lane. Threw it up softly. Didn't hit any iron. And now Kornman will get a foul back after he gets wrapped up going down with the rebound. First on Gleason. First on Delphi in the quarter.
Coach looking deep into that play card, trying to figure out here what they can do just to stop this bleeding and get a bucket for the Hot Dogs.
Have not scored in some time. They haven't had a field goal since a two-point shot driving from Jack Michael. McAtee almost had a clean steal there on Emery, but he got more arm than ball. Just 2 free throws here for Frankfort in the last almost full quarter. And the 2 Michael free throws that gave him a 7-6 lead ever since. It's been an 11-0 run. Actually make it a 13-0 run now here for Delphi. Kornman, big head of steam. Beardsley gives it back to him on the baseline. Turn, the lefty fall away, halfway down and out. Delphi accelerates up the floor. Gleason's runner just rolls off. And good defense there by Tessier, just trying to make sure, see if he can get a cheap one there in the backcourt.
You know, when you find yourself down like this a little bit, it's tempting to just look at it and be like, oh, we're only 4 threes down. You don't want to play hero ball. You want to chip away a little bit, get some stops. I'd like to see Frankfort get it to the third side here. They've kind of only worked 1 or 2 sides of the floor. Let's make Delphi move a little bit and just get that ball reversed. Tough shot.
Tapped out, catch and shoot. Emery had a hand right in his face. And then Jones able to tap it to himself, and here comes Delphi accelerating forward. Dump off, Tessier fakes the 3, whips it back into space, but he got bumped on that pass. We mentioned the third side of the floor. Kind of explain for folks, you kind of taking the lane as the middle and then the outer, the left and the right, your other 2 parts of that there?
It's really more about reversals. If you bring it up the right side, that's your first side of the floor. They've reversed it once. The left side's the second side of the floor. But let's get it back again and just make that defense move a little bit. Be hard to play against.
Tessier with Luke Beardsley giving him space. Hartley with his first appearance here in the second quarter. Pulvers, long 2. Offensive rebound, Tessier thrown into traffic. Delphi trying to save it, but Hartley stepped on the baseline. And a quick sub coming in here. It's Levi Coghill. You get a look at the turnover by Delphi. Again, the last 2-point shot, last field goal for Frankfort as they fling it over midcourt from their opposite baseline all the way to Charlie Beardsley. It was a driving layup by Jack Michael.
McAtee for Delphi smelling a little blood in the water there. He kind of had a one-man press, and then he left his man to trap here. They're trying to expand this lead a little bit and keep the pressure on Frankfort.
Taryn Emery to deal it in. Wanted Wagoner. Bounces all the way and finds Adams. Pulver pretty athletic for the big man at 6'8". Adams takes him right to the rack. Out of bounds. Last touched by the shooter Adams. Isaac leaning back a little bit there. That prevented him from getting that rebound. As Logan Smith, 6'2 junior, makes his first appearance here of the night for Delphi.
Good minutes for McAtee there on both sides of the floor. Scores at both levels, laid it in, got that 3 as well. He's a nice player.
6' junior. Top scorer on the campaign. Jones has the ball here. He's the second leading scorer for Delphi.
That set there that Delphi just run is known as America's play because everybody in America runs that little cross screen, down screen. Nice putback by the big fella. I'm impressed with him, Rick.
Pulver, 6'8", the head coach's son. Again, had 6 points and 5 rebounds last Saturday against Twin Lakes. Missed the beginning part of the year, breaking his right hand. That's his shooting hand, but has come back full song here in his first season with his pops at Delphi. Ball deflected out to Charlie Beardsley. Wagner with a head fake. Hartley not letting him any open space. He leaves Wagner free, and there's still a lid on the rim for 12 and white. Jones glides to the front court before dealing off to Coghill. Screen back to the far side, and Hartley. 3-point shot short. Another rebound for Luke Beardsley. Emery double teamed and then throws it into the Delphi cheerleaders.
Little trap there on the sideline. Just got to be careful with that sideline. That kind of serves as a third defender. You'd like to get that ball more where the white volleyball line is. When you're over by the signature there, it's just easy to trap, and that sideline's the third defender. Get that more in the alley, in between the free throw line extended and that volleyball line. You have more places to go with it.
Delphi slows it down. And the entry pass kicked away. When we talked to Delphi head coach Dr. Chad Pulver today, he said, we're going to be very vanilla. And he said, quote, no sprinkles, no chocolate chips. We are vanilla ice cream tonight, knowing that Western Boone's going to be watching this film. Ironically enough, there's a guy that walked in wearing a Western Boone dry fit shirt. I think if you're coming to scout for Western Boone, I don't think you would publicly put that out there, but
that's Coach Oakley. He's a Beech Grove alum and does a great job with Western Boone. And coaches aren't too low key about it. I think you give a coach any free gear, he'll probably wear it.
Not speaking from past experience or anything?
No, not at all.
Pulver fouled by Adams. And it's called into the line. For the season, he struggled from the line just 48%, but in that game against Twin Lakes went 4 of 5. So he's got 7 early points.
Just sometimes can look at a high school kid and tell him that he's not done growing yet, and he's still trying to figure out where his body is and where all his limbs are. But again, impressed with him. I'm sure his dad works him out hard in the gym, and he's going to have a good senior year next year, and still plenty of basketball left here his junior year.
Michael trying to get Frankfort off the scoring schneid, and just another one, just a hair off this one on the Beardsley attempt.
They're not missing shots badly. They're just will not go down for him.
Smith's pass deflected out.
Sometimes making shots is contagious. Unfortunately, sometimes missing shots, you just keep getting a little tighter and tighter, knowing that you have to get a basket.
Over a quarter scoring drought here for Frankfort, and over a quarter before that since they made a field goal as well. Smith can't get a 3-point shot to drop as we dip below 3 minutes to go here in the second. Wagner had 20 last game. Nice Euro and a skip in the lane, and the guy that made the last field goal makes the most recent one, Jack Michael. He has all but 3 of the Frankfort points. Long shot doesn't go, and then the ball went off the face of Pulver for Delphi. Frankfort out and running. Beardsley too high off the glass, and now here comes Delphi sprinting the other way. A lob to Pulver, using that height, taps it back to himself. First try didn't go. He won't get a second with Michael there to clean it up. Adams is open on the block as Pulver was late to get over. Adams trying to take advantage. Too much on that one. And a 30-second timeout taken by Dr. Chad Pulver of Delphi. Tonight's game brought to you by Healthy Communities of Clinton County. Formed almost 20 years ago, Healthy Communities of Clinton County remain committed to the community by offering programs geared toward a healthier tomorrow. With focus on overall health, mental health, substance abuse disorders, and reducing teen pregnancy, the goal is to make the healthy choice the easy choice. For more information, visit healthyclintoncounty.org. So with the vanilla approach tonight for Delphi, Frankfort trying to, again, build the program under their first-year head coach, Jake Nern. You see him there in the middle. And even though the season has not gone as the Hot Dogs would want, Coach Nern was pretty positive here when we talked to him. Has been really happy with the growth this team has made, particularly his 5 seniors buying in here, as he's the 4th different coach they've had throughout their entire high school career.
Yeah, he was very positive. He was very complimentary of his staff, very complimentary of these 5 seniors that have been his first group of seniors. Started them tonight on senior day, and yeah, just very positive for being 2-20.
Smith steps out and buries a triple. Just his 5th made 3 of the year for him. With about 100 seconds remaining in the second, Frankfort trying to find their footing here offensively. Michael has had all but 3 of their points, and he'll get some more work here from the free throw line on another dribble drive.
I think they really do want him to continue to attack the rim, to either dish to other people or to get to the free throw line. Anytime you can get some free throws, get some points with the clock stop, that helps.
A little bit too strong on that first freebie. At the Farmers Bank, we like helping everyone grow. We draw on over 140 years of history to honor the principles of personal connection and individual attention that have been there since our founding in 1876. And that's why you don't have to be a farmer to be a farmer. Let's grow. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Nice adjustment on the second free throw by Jack there. The first one was a little hard, not a lot of arc underneath it. Adjusted on that second one and knocked it down.
Brown, the freshman, nice dump off to McAtee.
Nice interior and pass there by the big freshman.
Brown, the only freshman that sees varsity minutes for Delphi. Beardsley's 3 spun off. 2 Oracles against Luke Beardsley, who gets it. Wagner's floater bounces home. Less than a minute to play here in the first half. Tapped around from the paint. Little head fake, a float, and there's some grease on the rims tonight as Coghill spins away. Third or fourth time for both these teams, we're seeing that thing just spin all the way out.
Yeah, for this late in the year, you almost, if you saw this in November or something, you'd almost maybe really wonder if the rims are new or tight or something, but you wouldn't think this late in the season that they'd have brand new rims up there, but a couple of them have just spun around and not gone down.
Michael with the ball on a string, bouncing out to see Beardsley. Michael's got the screen there and a turnaround, twirling finish for Charlie Beardsley from the baseline. Beardsley's first basket, a pretty one, as Delphi looks to hold for the final shot with 20 ticks of the clock. McAtee, though, has it taken away, and now Michael in Frankfort with an opportunity to score. Adams wants a 3, takes it, hits it. Quick 5-0 run for Frankfort. Hartley quick to the front court, weaves the entire defense, pitch off down to the baseline, and putting it in is Weston Brown right before the horn. Up and down action here to finish our opening stanza.
A flurry of scoring there for both teams at the end after kind of tight there. Really been impressed by the interior passing for Delphi. Frankfort on the other end finally got the lid off that bucket and was able to score some points there in the second quarter, coming back with 10.
Double-figure lead for Delphi at the break. We're back with the halftime show next. You're watching high school basketball on Hot Dog TV and ISC.
Frankfort Eagles 976 has bingo every Wednesday night. Early birds beginning at 6 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 7 p.m. Packets are $25 and includes every game you need to play. They also have Saturday bingo the first Saturday of every month, with early birds starting at 4 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 5 p.m. Big game payouts each game with 3 to 4 chances to win different jackpot games each day. Great for individuals or groups because everyone enjoys winning lots of money. You must be 18 years or older to play.
I brought you a present. A book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable. Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die. Inconceivable.
To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99.
Inconceivable.
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
Former WNBA star Katie Douglas Poe is now the owner of fitness franchises that help people get healthier and more active. And even though she comes from the world of elite athletics, Katie's favorite customers are the ones pursuing modest goals. We're proud to provide her with that same kind of personal support and individual attention to her finances, which is why, when it comes to her banking, Katie is a farmer. The Farmers Bank. Let's grow.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
For the barn wedding of your dreams, you need to experience our country estate, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. Schedule your tour today at thewillowcreekbarn.com. Voted the Knot Best of Weddings for 3 years straight.
Back at Case Arena, where Delphi leads Frankfort 30-17. Here at the break, Rick Johnson joined by Michael Watts. What are your thoughts here on the first half?
Well, not a particularly well-played half by either team necessarily. Some shots weren't going down. I think Delphi is probably in the locker room talking about continue to pressure the Hot Dogs and maybe score off their defense. While I think Frankfort's probably talking about maybe not upset with the quantity of threes, but maybe getting a little better quality threes. Again, I talk about reversing the ball a little bit. I'm just not sure they're making Delphi work very hard now with their reversals. A lot of their stuff is on the dribble drive trying to get by. If you reverse that ball and try and get somebody on a bad closeout, then you can drive and get it even a better three.
You have to like what you see out of Jack Michael. Had 7 points, in that first half. At one point, he had all the field goals outside of one for the Hot Dogs. How do you try to get him more involved? He's been pretty good at getting into the paint tonight.
Yeah, he has done a good job. Maybe some high ball screens, get him to push the ball. Anytime you can get a rebound, it starts with stops, right? You don't want to be taking the ball out of the net, but if Frankfort can get a stop and push it, I would just tell him to get as far as they'll let you, kick to those other guys, maybe give him a high ball screen at the top.
We mentioned senior night here tonight at Frankfort. They did the basketball seniors before the game here at halftime, the senior winter sports, the band seniors, and the cheerleading seniors, and the dance team seniors as well. But they just had their halftime performance. We'll take a break, come back, and dive into some of the numbers here from the first half. Delphi up at the break on Hot Dog TV and ISC.
Day and Genda Funeral Home, proudly putting family first, strives to care and honor the families of Clinton and Carroll County in ways that share the loved one's story. In our effort to serve your family at the highest of quality, we have added our own crematories, one for your loved one and another crematory for your furry family members. Contact us for information on how we can serve your family. Day and Gender Funeral Home, putting family first.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclintoncounty.org.
Frankfort Eagles 976, serving with the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, Frankfort Eagles offers something for everyone. Golf leagues, bingo, concerts, kid parties, cookouts, and more. For more information on who we are and what we do, visit FOE.com or stop by Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street, Frankfort, Indiana.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
At Tornado Roofing, we provide a complete range of services defined by quality, innovation, and expertise. We offer free estimates, have financing available, and handle insurance claims. Tornado Roofing is more than a name. It's a family-owned and operated business known for its committed customer service and expectation of going beyond our clients' needs. Our work is backed by a customer satisfaction guarantee to provide you with peace of mind. For more information, visit tornadoroof.com or call 670-6440. At Tornado Roofing, we believe in putting a strong roof over your head.
Running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. FiberHawk partners with local companies by providing business class internet, phone, TV, and customized bundles to meet your needs. Our fiber-powered system delivers reliable speed with enhanced security. Running a business is tough. Contact Fiberhawk today and let our expert team give you a hand.
Rondell Sims is a successful entrepreneur and beloved grandpa, in part because he's responsive and attentive. That also just happens to be what he looks for in a financial partner. And when it comes to his bank, Rondell is a farmer.
At Day and Ginda Funeral Home, we embrace change while staying true to timeless values. Our commitment to putting families first remains steadfast. With up-to-date practices and unwavering compassion, we offer the highest quality of service for your loved ones. Trust to serve your family with a classic commitment in modern times. Day and Ginda Funeral Home, putting family first.
Welcome back to the Farmers Bank halftime show. Let's grow. Now time for the Fiberhawk Fiberfast first half highlights and a big three to start things off for R.J. Kornman. But then after that, and this layup by Jack Michael, after that there were not another field goal till the late in the second quarter for Frankfort.
Yeah, big scoring drought here. Tessier with the drive here. We'll see McAtee. There's where I was talking about. Adams fights around in the post. They're able to lob it over the top, and then scoring some points off your defense as well with the block.
Delphi got out and running. There's the McAtee corner three. He came off the bench, had a quick little 5-0 burst with a three, and then a little spinner right there. That put Delphi back in front for good up until now. Tessier with the steal, a little blow-by head fake, and a lot of up-and-down action here for the Oracles here as they get ready for sectional play next week.
Really some nice interior passing by Delphi to score easy buckets as well.
It was a 17-7 Delphi lead at the quarter. They outscored Frankfort by 3, 13-10. Wagner finally got one to go. He really struggled. Had a couple threes that didn't go down, and maybe that'll kind of open him up here in the second half.
Yeah, sometimes you just need something. A lot of times we would tell our guys, try and get to the free throw line and just get some easy buckets, and then that can kind of click in a little bit for you.
Senior night festivities wrapping up for the non-basketball winter sports seniors as they're honored here on the court inside Case Arena. As we will take one final break, and then we'll come back with a second half action between Delphi and Frankfort. You're watching high school basketball on the Hot Dog TV network and the ISC Sports Network.
I brought you a present. A book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable. Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die. Inconceivable.
To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99.
Inconceivable.
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
For the barn wedding of your dreams, you need to experience our country estate, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. Schedule your tour today at thewillowcreekbarn.com. Voted the Knot Best of Weddings for 3 years straight.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclintoncounty.org.
Frankfort Eagles 976. serving with the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, Frankfort Eagles offers something for everyone. Golf leagues, bingo, concerts, kid parties, cookouts, and more. For more information on who we are and what we do, visit FOE.com or stop by Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street, Frankfort, Indiana.
You've been watching the Farmers Bank halftime show, Let's Grow. Tonight's game has also been brought to you by FiberHawk. Now available, FiberHawk Fiber Internet. Super fast speeds, no more buffering, perfect for all sizes of business. FiberHawk offers every speed to meet your internet needs. For more on offerings and availability, go to fiberhawk.com or call 765-922-HAWK. Fast, affordable, FiberHawk. Third quarter about to get underway here between Delphi and Frankfort. Coach, what are you looking to see both sides do here in the second half, particularly Frankfort trying to get back in here, probably like what they saw there offensive at the end of the second?
Yeah. Just trying to get some easy buckets for you. Don't make it so hard. Get that ball reversed. Look for some baskets. Delphi, I think, is going to continue to pick up the pressure, try and score some points off their defense.
When we talked with Dr. Chad Pulver, he said he feels that their sectional next week at North Montgomery is wide open. Another probably reason why they're going very vanilla here tonight. But this is that last dress rehearsal like we mentioned off the top, because Tuesday you can't lose and there's no more games after that. It is win or go home time starting Tuesday night.
Right, that's right. And you know, it's interesting to say that on the phone, how vanilla you're going to be. But, you know, you see Frankfort maybe make a couple threes here and cut that lead to single digits. We might be busting out the play card and getting a little bit deeper into the playbook.
So we might get some sprinkles and some chocolate chips maybe like you mentioned.
We might.
Almost a first possession steal. Jones will be called for an over and back. He had the possession and then got tangled up with Jack Michael, who was the best player in the first half for Frankfort. The normal starting five out there for Frankfort. Remember, they switched things up, having all five seniors start, but Michael and Wagner get the start here in the third quarter, along with Kornman, Luke Beardsley, and Adams. Kornman trying to get going from three, knocked down one triple in the first half. Wagner in front of his own bench. Handoff. Going underneath the screen was Zane Tessier. Michael from the mid-range, and he's starting to find his stroke. He's up to 9.
So I like that ball got reversed. They kept it on the left side, but it got it reversed at least one time, able to find the easy basket.
Gleason dumps off, and Hartley goes up high, hit the ground hard, but still able to get the finish. Then getting the hands on that pass was Walker Jones, maybe a little bit telegraphed as R.J. Kornman tried to go deep. Kornman v. Jones. Trying to get free with a screen, couldn't get it, and help comes from behind, poking away Tessier. Long pass, gathers it in, couldn't get it in one fell swoop. Misses it, but he taps it back out on a screamer to Gleason. The loose ball picked up off the floor by Adams, but then stolen by Tessier once again. Jones, down low, Gleason, head fake, banker, 2 more.
It's just tough to cut into that lead when you're not getting shots. A couple turnovers there for the Hot Dogs. See if we can get the ball moving a little bit here.
Adams' only bucket in the first half was a 3. Wagner knows a thing or two about knocking down triples. Kornman, beautiful spin and a dump off to Beardsley, and he'll go to the line twice. What a wonderful whirling move from R.J. Kornman.
Nice spin move and a nice find there. Again, take advantage of these opportunities when you're at the free throw line to score when the clock's off here. You want to knock these 2 free throws down.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Day and Genda Funeral Home, with locations in Frankfort, Flora, Mulberry, and Rossville. The compassionate and experienced staff at Day and Genda Funeral Home are dedicated to providing a loving and genuine environment for you to honor your loved one. For more information on our services and community involvement, please visit dayandgenda.com. Day and Genda Funeral Homes, where we put family first. Beardsley goes 1 of 2. He's on the score sheet for the first time tonight. But Frankfort has got to start stringing some stops together with their newfound offensive rhythm. Gleason open 3, and he cans it. He doesn't take a lot of them, but he makes them when he does. Now 7 of 9 from beyond the arc for Braden Gleason. Wagner wanting to answer. Too much on that one, and his struggles from 3 continue. Now 0 of 6.
Gleason kind of that stretch 4 that pulls the defense out. Frankfort was inside the 3-point line there on a couple of the passes. Gleason got his feet ready and jumped up, knocked it in.
Caden McAtee coming in for the first time here in the third. He replaces Watts. McAtee had 7 in the first half. And he promptly gets it off the baseline inbound. Gleason, double team briefly. Nice cut there by Luke Beardsley to cut off the pass, and then Adams able to secure the steal. And Michael able to draw the reach and foul as he whirled to the front court.
It's interesting to me that McAtee comes off the bench for Delphi. There must be something about that Coach Pulver he likes, where he kind of sees the action before he goes in. But that's twice there, both halves. He has come off the bench.
Had the game-winning hoop when they beat Winnemac back on January 5th or January 25th. Was right near the rim. Took the pass from Josh Hartley. 17-point hole for Frankfort. Kornman. Nice first step, snipes his way through on another knifing cut.
He's got some nice size that can penetrate there. Now a trap here for Frankfort.
3 doesn't go for Jones with a putback up and in for McAtee.
Some of that rebounding there that Coach Nearney was talking about. Got to be able to get that first rebound and not give him second chance points.
Kornman wrap pass Michael. He rolls in a 3 and lets everyone know about it. 12 for the starting point guard. Tessier into the air. They leave McAtee open, and he makes them pay. Three-point shooting wasn't particularly strong in the first half. In this last flurry, it has been red hot. Turnover for Frankfort. Hartley had to wait for it. Now cut off by Wagner. Flings it far side. Jones thought about trying another 3. Dump off. The problem is he threw it right to Jack Michael, who plays for the other team. Michael twirling, whirling, losing, and it goes off of his knee as he is frustrated. Spun all the way around at a full 360. Turned and said, the whole lane's wide open, I'll go. And then just a pesky Delphi hand knocked it off of his knee.
Yep, then it hit his knee, so it goes the other way. Though, there's a difference between live ball and dead ball turnovers, right? Those live ball turnovers where Delphi's going the other way and get a layup are just absolute killers. These, at least, the ball's out of bounds on a travel, 5-second call, something like that. You can live with that, get back and set your defense.
Frankfort put on the full court press for the first time as Pulver powers his way in for 2 more. Hot Dogs try to change it up a little bit there, and Delphi able to break the press. Kornman waiting and dealing off to Taryn Emery. Adams wants to go one-on-one with Pulver, slipped in and got bumped.
Good driving opportunity there for Adams.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Frankfort Eagles number 976, serving the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, Frankfort Eagles offers something for everyone. For more information on who they are and what they do, visit f.o.e.com or stop by Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street in Frankfort. Adams has had his struggles from the line this season, came into the night just 11 of 30 from the stripe. 3/4 of the way down and out. He'll go 1 of 2. Gabe Montalvo back in here for Frankfort. He's number 30 and wide at the bottom of your screen. He defends Jones. From the mid-range near the baseline, a little bit short, tapped around, and finally secured by Adams. Kornman, fancy behind the back move. It's bounced around. Beardsley passes like an open 3. Emery won't, and he canned it.
Good job getting that paint touch. Again, that's as good as an inside touch in the post, but you got the paint touch, kicked it out for a wide open three. That's the quality threes we were talking about at halftime rather than just quantity threes.
McAtee open. Montalvo came in to contest, and it was a air ball there from McAtee in front of his own bench. Montalvo has it in the corner, picks up his bounce, and has to deal it off to Beardsley in tight quarters. This is the younger of the Beardsley boys, Charlie the sophomore. Big brother Luke honored the rest of his senior class before tonight's game. Zane Tessier back on for Delphi. He replaces Coghill. Good defense there by Pulver to deflect that one out of bounds. Not easy for the big 6'8" guy to go out there all the way and guard an inbound.
No, that's a long young man there to try and pass it around. They're just not going to have Adams take it out, so he can't guard the inbounder. I've known some coaches who will put, especially underneath, will just put their biggest guy on the inbounder no matter who it is, just to have that distraction there.
Corman operates with Jones guarding him. Adams, a three over Pulver, hits the glass and nothing else. Delphi forward with Tessier, who's been very active here in the third quarter for the Oracles. Tessier knocked away. That'll get him his dribble back if he wants it. Instead, Gills off to Hartley. Now Tessier again. Jones flares through. McAtee, little bump to get some space. Can't turn the corner on C. Beardsley. Pass deflected. Now Hartley has it. Down low to Pulver, who goes right off the window.
I know Coach Pulver is 100% focused on this season and playing as long as they can, but I know he's got to be excited about the future of Oracle basketball with some of these players that are out there playing for him now that will be back again next year.
Kornman with this pretty spin move to get to that dominant left hand as we hit the final 90 seconds here of the third quarter. Frankfort trying to double team. Pulver goes up, and he will go to the line twice as the Oracle bench trying to will a dunk for big 33 in gold. Third on Kornman. Tonight's game brought to you by Tornado Roofing. If you need quality work from a qualified company, look no further than Tornado Roofing. We offer free estimates, financing, and even handle insurance claims. Give us a call at 765-670-6440 or visit tornadoroof.com for more information. Pulver 3 of 3 from the line. He's now made 7 of his last 8 free throws over the last 2 games. Splits that as Montalvo comes away with the rebound. And you have to wonder if those low free throw shooting numbers go back to breaking the shooting hand back to the beginning of the year, trying to work your way back in with that.
Certainly wouldn't help the touch at all, having a broken hand.
Big block for Jones. Another block here for the Oracles as Hartley smashes the accelerator. Stops in traffic, weaving his way through. Off balance, doesn't go for McAtee. He's able to chase it down on the far side, and a timeout here for Delphi. They'll take a 30-second timeout. That leaves them with 3 left on the night. They lead by 16 here, Coach, and we talked about the vanilla approach. Delphi obviously trying to win, but the other thing I thought that was interesting from our conversation today with Dr. Pulver was he said, we want to play to our standard and play our game. If we play our game and lose, we will look at that as a success instead of playing sloppy or below our expectations and coming away with a win.
Yeah, and that was always Coach Stevens when Butler made that run, is trust the process, do what you're supposed to do, and the results will come. And I'm sure with Dr. Pulver's background, that's what he's talking about there. It's to just play our way, and you feel strong enough if you play the right way, you can come in here and get a win.
A psychology practice, has his doctorate in psychology. Got that from Purdue. Also got his master's from Purdue as well. Has been in private practice, and he's used some of those teachings and learnings in the psychology world. Says he doesn't yell at the kids in private practice and, tries to use that to his advantage. And it's really bought in. You see Delphi coming out with a 14-8 record this year under the first year of his leadership.
I mean, coaches are amateur psychologists anyway, so to actually have a degree and know what you're talking about in that area is there's no way it can't be beneficial.
I won't lie. I was a little nervous when we talked to him because I felt like anything I said might be judged if I said anything too out of pocket or too weird. So
Psychoanalyzing it?
Yeah, so I kind of kept my comments short, sweet. I didn't really elaborate too much to kind of, expose myself too badly.
Well, if you talk too much, he might send you a bill on Monday morning for his services.
So I kept all my questions to 10 words or less. Here's McAtee up at the line for the first time tonight. Mentioned the game-winning hoop back on January 25th against Winnemac. There's been 5 or 6 games this year for Delphi that they've either won late at the horn or in overtime, a combination. And a lot of those have come here in the last 2 months, so they're getting really primed for tournament time, being in those tight, close situations.
Yeah, and winning those with young players, that's got to be exciting. You think a veteran team definitely wins those, but with some younger guys on the court to win those close games, that's exciting for Coach.
Montalvo, one of the 5 seniors honored before tonight's game for Frankfort. Caught, gives it out to Emery, open 3, short, into the hands of Hartley. Now here come the wheels from the Oracles. 2-on-1, no-look dish, and able to finish is Caden McAtee.
Very unselfish play. Textbook there, 2-on-1 fast break. Finish it with a bounce pass. Score it.
Jones almost got the steal. See Beardsley able to recover. Had the dribble poked away, now to Montalvo. Emery trying to top of the key this time. Doesn't go. And the Oracles push with 8 seconds left. Euro into the paint. Little finger roll doesn't go for Tessier. Frankfort has it. Out near midcourt with 2. Turned away. Hartley jumped into Woods. A hard spill. And with 0.3 of a second left, Hartley has earned himself 2 free throws.
I think they're going to give it almost 3 free throws. I think they're going to give it to him on the side here.
Hartley tried to sell it, but it'll be a 0.3 of a second inbound here. All you can do is tap it and get up towards the rim, and it's caught by Beardsley, fronting the cutting Walker Jones. We go to the 4th. Delphi in front by 19 here from Case Arena on Hot Dog TV and the ISC Sports Network.
Welcome to the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. From the moment you arrive on the property, you'll notice every detail is finely crafted to provide you with the dream wedding you've always dreamt about. From carriage and trolley rides to breathtaking aerial views via our hot air balloon, the Willow Creek Barn offers unforgettable moments that will last you a lifetime. For more information about our packages and availability, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com. For the barn wedding of your dreams, you need to experience our country estate, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. Schedule your tour today at thewillowcreekbarn.com. Voted the Knot Best of Weddings for 3 years straight.
Check. Couple double-figure scores tonight for Delphi. 15 for Caden McAtee off the bench. 13 for Calden Pulver as Delphi leads here. The big game-changing run came back in that opening quarter. It was back and forth, but then Delphi's defense put the clamps down, and Frankfort held them without a point for almost a full quarter, and they held them without a field goal for over a full quarter, dating back between the first and second stanzas.
Yeah, stingy defense for Delphi, and then the nice inside-outside connection between McAtee and Pulver creates this 19-point lead here going into the last quarter.
Delphi will head to North Montgomery for their sectional next week. That starts on Tuesday when they take on Western Boone. They've got an over hour-long drive to go to the sectionals next week. Frankfort, they've got a couple of minutes. They're playing right here inside Case Arena starting next week. Kornman short on the first shot here of the 4th quarter for Frankfort. First opportunity here for Delphi. Here's Logan Smith. He tries it from the baseline, doesn't go, and Adams is there for another rebound. Poked away, but Kornman right there to gather at home. Double-figure scorer for Frankfort. The only man is Jack Michael. Kornman, soft shot on the run. And then picked up off the floor by the Oracles.
Couple tough shots with no passes on the last 2 possessions there for Kornman.
Watts wanted to step into a 3. Instead, finds the cutting Smith. Tessier open from the top. Another rebound is there for Adams. Cornman with Tessier poking at it. Big spin move again. That's his best go-to move. Just misses the finish as he got to the rim. Watts running the show here for Delphi in the fourth, with Jones and Hartley on the bench, deflected to the backcourt, and that allows Watts to go back and pick it up.
Look for Delphi here to show some patience. Unless they get trapped, then they'll have to go. But long possessions are okay.
Hartley with a ball on the string, can't get that one to go. Save from the baseline, out top to Watts, whose three is long. And another offensive rebound. This one is Logan Smith's. And Watts bumped hard, and he'll go to the line for two. Now available, Fiberhawk Fiber Internet. Super fast speeds, no more buffering. Perfect for all sizes of business. Fiberhawk offers every speed to meet your internet needs. For more on offerings and availability, go to fiberhawk.com or call 765-922-HAWK. Fast, affordable, Fiberhawk. Keegan Watts at the line. Three-sport athlete at Delphi, backup quarterback and a free safety on the football team. Had 3 sacks this year. Is a left-handed pitcher and a right fielder in baseball. Last season in the spring, he batted .293, hit a home run, and drove in 12, while also going 4-3 on the mound and striking out 60 guys in just almost 43 innings of work.
That's impressive this day and age to be a three-sport athlete. You know, the coaches are allowed so much in the summer and ask so much travel, basketball, everything, to still play 3 sports. Is very impressive.
His last 2 seasons on the mound, 75 innings. He has struck out 112 men and walked just 61. A really nice strikeout to walk ratio there for Watts. Up and under move, too much on it from Gleason. Able to get the miss and an and one opportunity coming here for Logan Smith. Luke Beardsley on the foul for Frankfort. Attention all engaged couples, discover why the Willow Creek Barn has been voted the Knott's best of weddings for 4 years in a row. Nestled just outside Frankfort, Indiana, our venue offers stunning indoor and outdoor ceremony options with breathtaking photo opportunities. We provide the perfect backdrop for your dream barn wedding. To start planning your unforgettable day, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com. Smith able to complete the three-point play. He's up to 6 points on the night, and another strong drive from Jack Michael as he will have an opportunity to complete an old-school three-point play.
Really good with the ball, really quick, gets into the lane there. And then to be able to make the shot through contact, as you said, trying to get the old-fashioned three-point play here.
You look at Michael and Wagner, who's on the bench right now, but those are your 2 guys coming back as seniors a year from now. Obviously a tough rebuilding year here for Jake and Ernie in his first year at Frankfort. But when you have a guy like Michael that can get into the paint whenever he wants, and Wagner who can really get going from 3, when he gets a couple shots going, you got to like him. You have that 1-2 combo coming into next season.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, you love to be big, but really you win and lose with guards in this game. I'm sure they're excited about having both those guards back next year.
That can not even just next year, too. You look at sectional play next week. You mentioned, you win in this game by guards. That's the old adage here all the time in the NCAA tournament, right? Well, that pertains right to next week with sectional play starting on Tuesday.
That's right. You always, when you're filling out that pool, it's like now with NIL it's changed, but I always used to look like what mid-major team has old guards that might be able to go up against a high major and beat them. Now those old mid-major players are playing for the high major teams.
That's right. Smith knocks down his second triple tonight. He's up to 9 off of that Delphi bench. And another turnover here. Out and running. Gleason trying to set himself. Pass him a little bit too much. Nice dump down to the wide open Coghill for 2. That's Coghill's first basket. And a timeout on the floor here for Frankfort. A full timeout. We will keep it here with 4:43 left to go in the fourth. At the Farmers Bank, we like helping everyone grow. We draw on over 140 years of history to honor the principles of personal connection and individual attention that have been there since our founding in 1876. And that's why you don't have to be a farmer to be a farmer. Let's grow. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Well, Coach, we talked about it. Sectional play starts on Tuesday. Neither of these teams were able to get the first round bye, so they'll be playing Tuesday night. What are these next couple of days, finishing the regular season Friday, going into the weekend, knowing You've only got 2 days of preparation, Saturday and Monday, and then boom, it's winter go home time starting on Tuesday.
That's right. So, a lot of times this weekend is your sectional practice. Obviously, Frankfort is hosting. Looking at Delphi's schedule, if you played that year at your sectional host, you're not allowed to go practice. So they will not be able to go practice at their sectional site. But I'm sure these two teams will meet tomorrow, probably get a lift in, maybe some rehab, and then start working Saturday, probably a walkthrough tomorrow, and then go a little bit Monday. But you don't have a lot of preparation time because you're coming the day after a game on Saturday, you're off Sunday, and then Monday you don't want to do a ton in March when you're playing the next night.
Yeah, sectional 37 is where Delphi will be going in North Montgomery. They played Northmont back on December 30th on the road. Emory, 3. Nice up and over rebound for Beardsley, who was stripped on his attempt for the putback. But a lot of exciting times at all the watch parties last Sunday for the selection show with our colleague Greg Rakestraw and the Hall of Fame coach Bob Lovell on the IHSAA Champions Network. And then everything gets going on Tuesday. Plenty of action. If you're a basketball fan, particularly in Indiana, this is the time for you, starting on Tuesday night, Wednesday, and then into the rest of the week, Friday, and then the championships a week from tomorrow on Saturday.
Lots of basketball coming up this next week. Is it supposed to snow next week? Usually it always snows during. I don't think it is, but I feel like 19 years out of 20 it'll snow during sectional week.
Well, that's what people have been calling for. It's been so nice this past week with almost 60 degrees today. It was over 60 yesterday. They said, don't worry, we'll get like a foot of snow next Wednesday or next Thursday because it's boys sectional week.
Right, third winter in Indiana. Third winter, second spring.
The good news is once we get the third winter, we're done with. There's no fourth and fifth. Once we get the third, we're done.
That's right.
We mentioned the basketball coming up next week. Also, big basketball this weekend at Gamebridge Fieldhouse. The girls basketball state finals coming up on Saturday from the Fieldhouse. You can catch all of that action on the IHSAA Champions Network on both radio and TV. McAtee off the deflection.
Nice underneath out-of-bounds play there. Lucas Wagner on the slip. He just can't quite get the layup to go down.
Delphi slowing it down here with Coghill. Wagner coming all the way out to defend him. McAtee's been great tonight, leading the way for Delphi with 15. They leave Coghill open, and another one that spins away. Defense or offensive rebound and turnaround putback from the youngster Weston Brown.
Bright future for him. I'm not sure if you just said pick out the freshman on the floor, if that would be Weston Brown that you would pick out. Physically, looks like he belongs out there, done a nice job.
6'5", also played for the football team this past fall. Adams on the drive and was fouled. Third one on Calden Pulver. Adams, 6'4" senior. When we talked with head coach Jake Nerney of Frankfort earlier today, he mentioned how he wished he could clone an Isaac Adams and put in every single grade level. Says he's a phenomenal young man, one of the best kids he's ever coached. He's also, because of all the little things he does, he threw out examples. He's always trying to talk about positivity, keeping everybody's heads up in the huddles. He's also said he's the first one to grab a jersey bag for practice or going for the games. That's, things you'll have the freshmen and the underclassmen do. Good to see one of the seniors leading the charge here for Frankfort.
That's right. Good kids. It always helps. That's probably part of Coach's positivity today. He was just so complimentary of his staff and the players.
A cheerleader just ran onto the floor to go pick up some debris of some sort. As Watts dribbles about 4 or 5 feet away from where that debris was. Jabbing, thinking, and goes cross-court Pulver. Another one that just rolls away. Out, last touched by Delphi. Delphi trying to pick up their 6th win out of their last 7. Kornman with a nice step-back triple in his regular season finale. Underneath, off glass, and this one doesn't roll off. Smith now in the double figures with 11.
He's had a nice fourth quarter there with 8 points.
We had to get one to eventually rolling around there and drop, right? We have so many fall off the rim tonight. Man-to-man look here for Delphi with Watts. Corman trying to go 2 of 2 from 3. This one a little bit too much. As Smith walks the tightrope and able to save the miss. Delphi looking to pick up their 6th road win of the year. They have struggled on the road this year, just 5-4 coming in. And they'll be on the road or on neutral site games all next week. Block shot there from Jackson Woods. As they go to North Montgomery for sectional 37 play.
I think at the next dead ball here, we're going to get a curtain call for these Frankfort seniors. Coach Nerney's going to get some players in, and these guys will get a hand from all the hot dog faithful.
Corman aggressive attack, and he's able to put it in off glass. And Delphi head coach Dr. Chad Pulver will take a timeout. I think he was kind of seeing the same thing that you were, Michael, trying to get the seniors their recognition here for Frankfort, but he has to take a full timeout because that's all that he had left. He also wants to get a couple of his substitutes in as well. That bucket for Corman now moves him up to a dozen as we're in the final minute here of our contest tonight. Let's get a look into the Frankfort huddle. As their seniors going to get a breather here late before they get ready to try to defend the home court here for the sectional coming up next week. That'll be sectional 25. Their sectional includes Brebeuf, Crawfordsville, Danville, who is Frankfort's opening round opponent, Guerin Catholic, Lebanon, and Tri-West.
Just want to kind of give Coach Nerney some credit here and props. His demeanor tonight, coaching this 2-20 team, his positivity on the phone. I'm sure he had realistic expectations going in. You know, those seniors are playing for their 4th coach in 4 years, and he really looks to be somebody who's going to bring some stability to the program and really get into that feeder program and try and get this thing rolling. This very proud school and proud tradition going again for the basketball team.
And you see Corman's leadership there at the bottom, hugs and hand pounds and dapping up every one of his teammates and coaches as he walks his way down the line here. In their final regular season home game, they'll get to be here next week for the sectional. As knifing his way in, Braden Fosbrink, one of the seniors for Delphi, gets on the score sheet. Michael, Charlie Beardsley, as Jackson Woods get to finish things out on the floor. The lone senior on the planks right now. Wagner, deep 3, off target. Has struggled from 3-point range tonight, has missed all 7 of his attempts. The first couple in the first half were pretty close to going down, just couldn't find that distance here so far tonight. 23 seconds left. Delphi will bring this one to a close. Little show and go. Scoop on the attack from Keegan Watts. The big dog in that Frankfort sectional here, by the way, is Guerin Catholic. They're 20-4 on the year. Tri-West gets the bye. They're 16-6. And Lebanon, the only team above 500 in that sectional, they are 16-6 as well.
Saw Guerin last Saturday at Roncalli. Bryson Cardinal, a lot of good pieces. Bobby Allen's got them poised to make another deep run.
Just a 6-team sectional for sectional 37 in North Montgomery. Seeger and Northmont in the opening round game. We mentioned Delphi and Western Boone, who just played a thriller in overtime, a 75-74 win for Delphi. That was a game where they scored 14 and 13 points respectively in overtime, in a 4-minute overtime.
If Delphi can win on Tuesday, Coach Pulver again would be coaching against his former team again on Friday night.
Rensselaer Central and Benton Central, the two with the bye in sectional 37. Final here tonight from Case Arena. Delphi picks up their 2nd win in a row against the Hot Dogs in back-to-back seasons. They win tonight 65-40 as we jump right in to the Willow Creek Barn post-game show where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance as both teams get ready for the sectional starting on next Tuesday. Early thoughts from both teams here so far tonight.
Yeah, just Delphi got some nice pieces, got some young kids. Really like the McAtee kid. Thought that Pulver does a nice job down low. As far as Frankfort, they just had a tough shooting night. Probably a few too many turnovers. I think Coach would be the first one to tell you that. If they can take care of some of those turnovers, playing in your own gym, you never know what can happen in March playing in your own gym.
So you get a look at some of the highlights from tonight's game. There's a nice drive from Pulver as he finishes through contact. Our ISC Sports Network outstanding player of the game was Delphi's Caden McAtee. He led the way for the Oracles tonight with 15 points, came off the bench tonight. He had 7 in the first half, and there were times, particularly when Delphi started to break that game open in the first, where he was almost unstoppable.
Yeah, he did a nice job, and it's just kind of interesting. I know Coach has his, Coach knows what he's doing for sure. I just find it interesting that he doesn't start the game or start the second half. But hey, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Sometimes guys like to see the flow a little bit, how the officials calling it, how are they guarding some actions, and then you go in there and get your 15 points.
Had eight the last time out. 3 above his season average here this evening. On the other side for Frankfort, the Frankfort Eagles, Clinton County player of the game. We'll give it to the point guard, Jack Michael. Had 14 points, 7 in each half tonight, and there were times when he was the only offense, had a couple field goals in a row, but he's able to get into the lane whenever he really wanted. Like you mentioned, those struggles, the finishes, but Michael really strong with the ball in his hands tonight.
Yeah, very good getting to the lane. Probably didn't get as many assists as maybe he normally does just because his teammates struggled to finish. But, look for him next week to really be putting pressure on that lane and try and get his teammates some open shots.
Well, the regular season is in the books. Frankfort will stay here at Case Arena for Sectional 25 starting next Tuesday. Delphi finishes the regular season 15-8. They're off to Sectional 37, and North Montgomery with a rematch with Western Boone coming up in the second game of the first round coming up on Tuesday. Special thanks to our great crew tonight, Director Richard Salee, graphics by Ethan Gephardt. Replay tonight was Cameron Cook. Our cameras were Evans Machora and Jackson Roby. For my analyst, Michael Watts, my name is Rick Johnson. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight's coverage of high school basketball on Hot Dog TV and the ISC Sports Network. The girls' state finals are Saturday from Gainbridge Fieldhouse. You can catch those games on the IHSAA Champions Network. And sectional play for the boys starts on Tuesday here at Frankfort. And for Delphi, they will go to North Montgomery in Sectional 37. Final score of the night, once again, was Delphi 65 and Frankfort 40. You've been watching high school basketball on Hot Dog TV and the ISC Sports Network.
Tonight's game is presented to you in parts by the Frankfort Eagles. Post 976, they are people helping people. By Day and Ginda Funeral Home, proud supporters of high school athletics in Clinton and Carroll County. By the healthy communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice.
By Fiberhawk, fast, affordable Fiberhawk.
By the Farmers Bank, where you don't have to be a farmer to be a farmer. Let's grow. By the Willow Creek Barn, providing a picturesque setting for the barn wedding of your dreams. And by Tornado Roofing, specializing in residential and commercial roofing and repair.
At Day and Ginda Funeral Home, we embrace change while staying true to timeless values. Our commitment to putting families first remains steadfast. With up-to-date practices and unwavering compassion, we offer the highest quality of service for your loved ones. Trust to serve your family with a classic commitment in modern times. Day and Ginda Funeral Home, putting family first.
Welcome to the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. From the moment you arrive on the property, you'll notice every detail is finely crafted to provide you with the dream wedding you've always dreamt about. From carriage and trolley rides to breathtaking aerial views via our hot air balloon, the Willow Creek Barn offers unforgettable moments that will last you a lifetime. For more information about our packages and availability, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.